The distinction between active and passive immunity lies in memory creation. Active immunity, whether natural or artificially acquired, generates memory cells, and that equips the body to fight the pathogen more effectively upon subsequent exposure. Passive immunity is still beneficial in the short term, but it doesn't lead to any memory cell formation, so it makes it just a temporary solution. When mom gives immunoglobulin Ds to baby across the placenta, this is passive natural immunity. It's passive because the baby wasn't exposed to any type of antigen or epitope, and it's natural because these immunoglobulins were given from the same organism. I mean, mom is a host to baby, they are essentially the same organism. Passive acquired immunity is best explained with an example, a tetanus shot. So, tetanus shots, and by the way, when was the last time you got one? If you don't know the answer to that, then you need one. A tetanus shot is full of immunoglobulins for things that your immune system just has not yet met. And since you get the immunoglobulins, it's only passive immunity. There's no memory there. This is also acquired passive immunity because you were given the immunoglobulins, you or a host did not make them. So no matter what, these immunoglobulins, they're going to degrade over time. And then that leaves you unimmune to those things the tetanus shot guards against. This is why you got to receive tetanus shots multiple times over your lifetime. Passive immunity can also occur during organ transplants. Immunoglobulins from the donor can provide temporary immunity if they're transferred, but they degrade over time. But the donor could have gotten some B cells that were transferred along with the liver. However, those B cells, they might degrade over time. A third option is that the donor could have received the lymphoid or hematopoietic stem cells. In cases where stem cells are transferred, they can continue to produce B cells, producing plasma cells, producing immunoglobulin, and leading to established and prolonged immunity for the thing that the donor was allergic to. In a case involving a peanut allergy, questions arise about how the allergy was transferred by way of a liver transplant. Did the recipient get just the immunoglobulins? Did they get B cells or plasma cells? Or did they actually get one of the stem cells from the donor? Active immunity occurs when your body experiences a first response to a pathogen, such as during the first time you get chickenpox. The key here is that you actually encountered the antigen and you went through all of the steps of cytotoxic and humoral immunity. You created activated B and T cells, and in that process, you already made memory T cells and memory B cells that are long lived. Parents sometimes force this immunity by having chickenpox parties. The concept is that your child's going to get it and they're going to build immunity to it. So why not speed along that process and increase the probability of encountering the virus? You also speed up the process of encountering antigens by vaccinations. Vaccinations work by introducing antigens or just parts of a pathogen into the body to provoke a first immune response without really causing the illness. You don't get the bacteria, the virus, or whatever it is, you don't get it. You get what's called an attenuated pathogen. So it's all cut up into pieces. And on some of those pieces are the immune provoking epitope of whatever it is you're being vaccinated against. So, for example, the MMR vaccine for measles, mumps, and rubella, which you can't enter classes without here at FLCC, that vaccine contains proteins from the viruses, but it doesn't contain the entire virus or bacterium, ensuring that no actual infection occurs. But you have to remember, vaccines mimic the first response. So they're going to trigger your immune system to create memory cells, but they're also going to trigger your immune system to go through all of those other cytotoxic T cell and humoral B cell steps. And this is why people who receive vaccines often feel symptoms on their first exposure. It's just their immune system mobilizing.